All right, class, repeat after me. Semper Paratus. That's a wonderful phrase. It means always prepared, and it's the motto for the United States Coast Guard. And it kind of sums up now the readings that we hear today. It seems so appropriate. In fact, for me, the readings feel a little bit like we might be in November, closer now to what we call the Solemnity of Christ the King, where the readings are a little bit about the end times. But here we are coming to us now in August, summertime, when living is easy, the dog days. But that is also a good thing, since we're always called to be vigilant, not just at the end of our lives. Last week, I quoted now Blessed Solanus Casey's wonderful statement that he once said, "We must be faithful to the present moment, otherwise we will frustrate God's plan for our lives." We must be faithful to the present moment, or we will be messing up God's plan for us. In essence, what he says. You see, many of us are later people. I'll call you later. We'll get together for dinner later. I'll have to read that later. I'll record that to watch it later. Our lives are so busy that things that we'd like to do, things that give us joy, things that give us a sense of fulfillment, that stretch our souls, are oftentimes assigned to that black hole later. And later is a strategy for putting off a tough decision or laying now our fears, if only for a moment. Later is the hope that if we delay some unpleasant task long enough, we won't have to do it, or maybe someone else will pick up the slack. Later is stalling for time, but time will eventually run out. Later can take on a number of forms. I'll get to that soon. It's on my to-do list. I'll check my calendar and get back with you. But later is a time that never comes. In today's gospel, Jesus challenges us to recognize the imperative of the now, that our lives are precious, that time we have is important to realize now the love of God in our lives is infinite, is finite, that the days we have with one another are limited. As I said, each day the runway gets shorter for us. God sets us in this life to experience now his love in every moment, in every great event, in every discovery that takes place, and yes, even the experience of suffering and despair. Now is the time, Jesus says. Later may never come. This Sunday's liturgy is an opportunity for us to make an examination of conscience concerning our fulfillment of our responsibilities. For example, am I putting my knowledge of the faith to good use by sharing it with others, or am I simply keeping it all to myself? Am I generous in the use of my talents now here at St. Peter Chanel or various apostolates? Will I be able to look Jesus in the face on the last day with a clear conscience that I did all that I could with the talents entrusted for me for building up his church? My friends, these are the things that happen in the now, and time flies. But just as a PSA, I do have an opportunity for some of you, especially those of you who do not have any children in our faith formation program, those of you who have a little bit more free time, to give us a little help. I need about 15 people, not even that, one session over 12 months, just to help parents, maybe facilitate a table, to help parents now as they work with their children, to give out a paper, to monitor a hall, to do this, little simple things. If you can do that, to help our parents as they teach their children, let me know. I'll put you in the right person, with the right person. Only 12 times. That's not a whole lot. So think about that. But in the meantime, we give our gifts, what we have, to the Lord for the benefit of one another.